a knife in my right pocket and then a magazine in my left pocket.
You need to speak. You need to talk. Parlez-vous français? English?
Parlez-vous français?
What do you speak?
Because y'all bothering me because I'm sitting at the bus stop. You guys came up to me. Correct. You seen I was on my phone.
An evil cop gets the shock of his life in court after doing this, and he's not the only one. When dirty officers cross the line, it's not always on the street. Sometimes it ends up in front of a judge. In this video, you'll see disturbing moments where cops broke the law, got exposed, and were finally forced to face the consequences. You're not going to believe how far some of them went before it all came crashing down.
On your knees. Now crawl to your left. I want you in the driveway. Crawl backwards.
In America today, it seems you couldn't even look for your lost cat without having a gun pointed at your head by the police. Josiah Rivera, a regular guy who lost his cat with an AirTag on it, followed the signal to a house. Yet he carried a gun because, well, it's Texas. And the police? They recognized a criminal the moment they saw one. A man ringing a doorbell. Brilliant detective work.
Keep your hands up.
Yes, so Adam.
All the way up. Well, we got a call here. I'll explain. Do not reach for that gun. You reach for that gun, you will get shot. Do you understand? Yeah, get on your knees. Do not reach for that gun. Crawl backwards just a little bit. On your knees. Now crawl to your left. I want you in the driveway. Crawl backwards. Lay on your stomach. Lay on your stomach. You're gonna put your hands out like an airplane. Okay, 42. I got him proned out in the driveway. I'm gonna wait for a 75. 32 is in his right pocket.
The infamous Deputy Sarah had arrived. Without checking anything, she acted like Josiah was a terrorist. She gave commands straight out of a war zone. Hands up, get on your knees, crawl, lie on your stomach. It looked like she preferred playing soldier in Fallujah over helping with a lost pet. And all of this happened just because someone had a gun in a state where that's completely legal.
All hands on?
Yeah. We'll come this side. I got him. I got lethal. Do not reach for that gun. You understand?
If you're gonna cuff me, just ask that you be a little gentle with my left shoulder. It's a little bad, sure, my left knee. I appreciate you being gentle. I'll go ahead and volunteer. There's a knife in my left pocket, and then
Josiah calmly cooperated. He even thanked them for not dislocating his shoulder while they cuffed him. Yes, he had a gun, but he didn't pull it out, didn't break any laws, and wasn't violent. None of that mattered here. In this sketch, if your AirTag beeps near someone's house, you're suddenly a public threat. Funny how following the law still gets you tackled like a fugitive.
or sorry, a knife in my right pocket and then a magazine in my left pocket.
Come back here.
We'll do it for 2. We're clear.
Not how I anticipated my Sunday morning going outside. Which means,
So do you have any idea what this guy is doing?
No. As soon as I got here, I saw it like immediately in his right pocket, and then I saw that Barry wrote a suspicious person, but he didn't. There was not any detail in the report saying that they uploaded a video and that was it. That's all he.
You mean talk to this guy or wait?
I'm gonna talk to her. Well, I'm gonna try out.
The homeowner's husband stepped in. holding a child like a moral shield. He pretended to know nothing, even though he was the one who posted a photo of the cat's AirTag on Facebook. So, did he know whose cat it was and still called the cops? Interesting way to solve problems. First use social media, then call people with guns.
Or we may just wait on the husband too.
Okay, so we don't know at this point what we have yet.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my car up so that the husband will be able to get in. All right, man. You the husband? Your husband?
Yeah, I'm the husband.
Okay. You can talk to the deputy over there.
I'm gonna get my hand. I'm holding hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my hand right back.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna talk to the people here first, and then we'll talk to you second. Okay. Okay, but just to let you know, we will get your side of the story. Okay. All right.
I'm the
James.
husband.
Okay.
My wife called me to take me to James.
Okay. He's going to be the deputy to talk to find out what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if my wife showed you, but on Facebook, we have a Facebook community page. I found this morning.
The man, now already arrested, tried to explain the situation. He had simply followed the AirTag signal and waited outside the door. No violence, no break-in, just concern for a missing pet. But when you carry a gun in Texas, even legally, that somehow becomes a bigger issue than the fact that someone might be keeping your cat locked inside.
When I was leaving to the gym, right on my doormat, so I took a picture of it and put it on the Facebook page. If you had anybody lose a cat or whatever.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and then people they saw that guy on their ring, the camera, thought he had a gun on his pocket. The little suspicious. Yeah, and then my wife called me, he's at the door. So I left the gym, come here, and I don't know what's going on.
Where did you find this again?
On my doormat. Like, I came out, and there was this thing right there.
Huh.
It's almost like it was planted. Like someone put it there. And it was suspicious. Out of all these pages on my doormat.
Okay.
I don't know.
And your wife's okay in there?
Yeah, right. I mean, I have a 2-month-old baby too.
Okay.
So.
All right. Let me talk to him real quick, and then we'll see what's going on.
He explained how he tried to find the cat the night before. He was careful, not wanting to disturb neighbors at night. Sounds like someone using common sense. But not to Deputy Sarah and company. They cared more about why he showed up, not what he had lost. Maybe next time he should report missing a cat to the SWAT team.
Appreciate it. What's your name?
Josiah Rivera.
What is it?
Josiah Rivera.
Josiah Rivera.
Yes, sir.
Where do you stay at?
Like maybe 2 minutes up the road,
Okay.
like right across the street.
Okay. What? Tell me what's going on.
So I basically was looking for my cat. I have an AirTag on her collar, so when I checked the location, because I hadn't seen her in a little bit, the location pinged to here, so I went over here and knocked on the doors, just seeing if someone had taken in a lost cat, and then no answer. So I waited. I heard the dog barking, so I figured, and I heard a baby crying, so I was like, okay, well, I figured someone knows that I'm sitting here, so I figured I'd just wait till they answer the door, and then y'all showed up.
Okay. What about last night?
The deputy stepped in with his own brand of charm. He asked the man about the gun, then acted like Josiah was about to rob a bank, even though the man calmly explained that he had carried a gun every day and described exactly how he wore it. That meant nothing to these cops. Because if you can't catch a real criminal, why not make one out of a regular guy?
Oh yeah, last night I was looking for her again. I'm assuming y'all may have gotten a call about over on 715, like 2 streets over. Yeah, the guy there though answered, and he was like, yeah, we haven't seen a cat. So I looked around, and then the ping went a different location, so I just went on my way. And then after that, I gave up last night because it was like 9:45 at night, and I figured I didn't want to knock on people's doors that late at night.
You have a picture of your cat?
On my cell phone, yeah.
Okay. What kind of cat is it?
I'm not very good with cat. She was a feral that I brought in, so I'm not very good with it. It's a gray and white one with a purple collar.
The purple collar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's her name?
Mishka. You'll see on the AirTag, which I can show you on my cell phone, you'll see the AirTag location that pops up. It says Mishka, my phone number, and all that info.
Okay. So tell me about the gun.
I've had that gun for years. I carry all the time. I was gonna head to
McDaniel fully revealed himself as an egomaniac. He told Josiah that if he had knocked on his door, he would have shown him a gun. Real tough guy with a badge here. Instead of giving a legal response, he offered a threat. And even after confirming that Josiah was legally armed, he kept verbally harassing him. And sadly, the show was still far from over.
the range, and then I got the ping that she was over here. So I was like, oh, let me just stop in real quickly.
Okay, so but you just carry your gun in your pocket everywhere you go?
It's there's an internal holster on my pants, so it's not pocket carry. It's
Where?
if you open up the cargo pocket, and you feel inside, there's a cloth holster on there. That it's a soft holster. If you feel inside there, you see
In
right
here?
there? Yes, sir.
But it was in your right pocket.
Yes, in the cargo pocket.
cargo.
Yeah, in the cargo.
The gun was in his cargo?
Yeah, I make sure to keep it only in there because I know pocket carry is a little gray in Texas.
Well, I mean, this is a rough area, right?
Yes.
I mean, this is like crack houses and drug dealers. I mean, it only makes sense that you carry your gun when you're looking for your cat, right? It's not a rough neighborhood. I'm being sarcastic. You know? I mean, you come knocking on...
Now came the common sense lecture. A cop with a gun on his hip while buying coffee explained that a regular person shouldn't carry a gun while looking for a cat because, that's just common sense. In a state where everyone's armed like the zombie apocalypse is tomorrow. Ironically, he held Josiah at gunpoint for using a right the law allows, but common sense doesn't.
Or in Texas, it's open carry state.
And
so I
that's
know I'm within
fine.
the
You're
bounds
right.
of
It's
the law.
legal. But people aren't going to answer the door. They're not going to help you out.
I'm aware of that. She had a Ring doorbell, so I honestly thought if she was uncomfortable, she was just going to be like, hey, what are you doing? And I was going to be like, hey, I'm just looking for my cat. Did y'all happen to see her?
But see, that doesn't... I understand what you're saying, right?
I mean, look.
Everyone's going to be suspicious of that statement if you got a gun in your pocket.
I'm aware. Again, this is,
Okay.
I'm within the bounds of the law, so I'm
This is not talking
worried
about the
nothing.
law. This is talking about common sense.
And again, it's an unfortunate misunderstanding, but now that we've gotten it all cleared up, I'm fairly confident that we'll all resolve this nicely.
You're right. But I'm just saying, man. I mean,
aware.
no one's going to help you if you're looking...
Josiah tried to stay polite. He said he didn't even think about the gun in his pocket. He carries it all the time. He wasn't trying to scare anyone, just find his cat. But for McDaniel, that wasn't enough. He went off to search Josiah's truck even though Josiah hadn't been charged with any crime. And let's not even mention the fact that the officers had no warrant.
for help of others.
If we're going to be honest, I carry it so often in that cargo pocket. I was in my truck, I forgot it was even there, and then when he came out with a gun, I was like, I probably got my handgun in my cargo pocket.
Where did you park your car?
That's that truck that's parked on the side over there.
Oh, okay.
With the lights flashing.
Okay.
Because I thought this was going to be a 2-minute, hey,
Okay.
saw the cat or didn't see the cat, okay, and then just keep looking.
Where's your license at?
It's in that
wallet?
That little black wallet. You'll see
Alright.
my license to carry, my driver's license, all my stuff there.
Alright.
I've even got my car registration there if y'all need it.
Alright, well hang tight.
Okay, man.
But Josiah didn't commit a crime, and he's not suspected of having committed a crime. So why are they going to go through...
Josiah patiently explained that Mishka was a stray cat he had tamed and tagged with an AirTag. Once again, he acted like a responsible citizen. But no, an officer just has to give him a moral lecture about how AirTags are creepy. When you can't find a crime, well, just invent a weird new rule. And somehow, they still weren't finished making fools of themselves.
his truck and get his ID. Nevertheless, Daddy Deputy McDaniel is not done scolding this grown man.
So I guess the main thing I want you to grasp out of all this is, are you married or anything?
I've got a girlfriend.
Okay, girlfriend. All right. So there's been a lot of stories and stuff with AirTags being used for nefarious purposes, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I had someone plant one on my truck one time too.
Yeah. So that, in itself looks crazy. Like if you're in a neighborhood, and you're a girl, and you step out, and you're like, holy crap, there's an AirTag right here, right?
Yeah.
First thing they're thinking of, some stalker or someone's watching me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see a guy with a gun.
I understand the optics of it. It
Oh,
doesn't look
perfect,
right, all right?
perfect. Thank you.
Now, I'm actually wondering if there's a glitch in the Apple AirTag.
Josiah tried to explain things logically. Maybe the AirTag was off. Maybe there was another pet inside. Maybe it was all just a mistake. But once you're the target of police paranoia, logic no longer matters. And then it got even stranger. The cat's collar appeared on the doorstep, suggesting someone did have the cat and threw it all. Did these officers even realize they shouldn't have been involved in this case at all?
System, because when I pinged it, I could hear the beep inside, and I'm wondering if maybe their dog has an AirTag on their collar as well. Because when I asked the guy last night, hey, did it ping here? He goes, my dog has an AirTag, but I haven't seen anything else.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if maybe somehow the AirTags are glitching, because it would be the second time in 8 hours.
It didn't glitch.
Okay. Wait,
Okay.
The cat is here?
No, the collar's here.
Why is the collar here?
I don't know.
Like a purple collar with a...
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know why it's here. I'm assuming it fell off or it broke, or the cat scratched and it unbuckled.
Is
or...
it in the house somehow?
No, it was on the front porch.
Okay, that's very odd. Because I honestly thought it was going to be glitching again. That's why I came out here to see if it would, if someone had taken the cat into kids. I know she's an indoor-outdoor, but the fact that the collar is missing here is very strange. Just because.
Well, you came here though, so I mean, obviously it led here, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm more just surprised that it's not still on her, because it's like, normally the cat's never scratched the collar off before, and I've had it on her for over a month now.
I see.
Like, she's taken very well with the collar. That's why I'm very surprised. It makes me wonder if, honestly, I have no clue. The only thing I could think of would be that someone, brought her in and took the collar off.
It was obvious someone was lying, but the police didn't ask the right questions. Instead of investigating why the collar suddenly appeared, they kept focusing on Josiah. Of course, because when evidence magically shows up at the door, the most logical thing is to doubt the person searching for it, not the ones inside the house.
Dude, what pants are those? Because I have, cries.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's take care of our business first.
I don't have anything.
No, I know. It's just an idiot
just,
carrying a gun looking for his cat.
Even a pipe,
Yeah.
He's got fresh weed in there, but
Yeah, I agree. But it's just...
just give him the pipe back and toss the weed.
It was behind his ear or something like that.
I don't even think there's any...
We can't. I mean, unless you have... But you have to have a crime before you have UCW. And we don't have a crime. It has to be coupled. For UCW, there has to be a crime first, and then UCW can be a carrier, or a side-by-side charge. But we don't have this.
And just when you think it couldn't get worse, the officers called a little team meeting. What they discussed had nothing to do with the arrested guy, the missing cat, or the original call, probably what flavor of donuts they wanted. All they seemed to care about was syncing up their stories. When your biggest concern is getting your lies straight, you're no longer doing police work.
UCW. But...
How do you know with him having both of these?
They consider charging him with unlawful carrying of a weapon because in the state of Texas, you can't carry both a gun and a controlled substance. But because they admit this is an unlawful detention, they decide to back off on charging him. And remarkably, they return the weed and the pipe to Josiah's truck. To me, this just kind of shows that they can use discretion anytime they want.
Hey, what's a good phone number for you? Is this your tag?
That's the one.
Okay. You want to step out?
Sure.
And then you can show me on your...
On the cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to...
Just show me on your phone real quick.
Here comes a crash course in police law. You can't charge someone with unlawfully carrying a weapon if they didn't commit a crime. Pretty shocking, right? So they admitted there was no case, that they had messed up, but instead of apologizing, they started arguing about terminology. Naturally, now that they realized they couldn't arrest the guy, it was time for their grand finale.
So if you want, I can ping it.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Any questions?
We all good?
My suggestion would be not to carry a gun like that.
In the open, if you're looking to help with neighbors,
That's right.
right?
Just to be clear, they're suggesting that Josiah not do what the cops do all the time, even when they're off duty. Carrying a gun with you wherever you go is just wise these days.
I unloaded the mags, the pistol, and both mags are in there. Okay. I just don't want to get shot in the back.
Understand?
Okay.
Is that 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, man. Be careful.
Yeah, terrible grip on it. But I've been looking to get her stippled actually just so it handles it better.
McDaniel just couldn't resist giving one more piece of life advice. He told Josiah not to carry a gun if he plans to ask neighbors for help. Interesting. Officers sworn to protect constitutional rights, acting like those rights don't even exist. Hopefully, this evil cop gets the shock of his life in court after doing this. Now buckle up, because our next case is even wilder. A man was filming a building from the sidewalk, and a bank employee started panicking. "You can't do that," she yelled, as if defending herself from a terrorist instead of a GoPro. In America, a camera in the hands of someone with darker skin somehow looks more dangerous than an assault rifle in someone else's. Racism. And of course, she can decide to call the police.
This lady actually coming out here.
Can I help you? Hey. Hello? Sir. Hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? No, your camera. You can't take that. That's no. No. Sir, no. You can't do that. No. No. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the cops.
She gonna call the cops. What can you see?
A 911 call was made. The banker described the dangerous criminal, a black man with glasses and a camera. She said, "I stood in front of his camera and he ignored me." Off to the police station with him. He didn't obey the banking goddess. So send the officers immediately. But her ignorance wasn't the worst part. The real problem? The cops had no idea what to do either.
You cannot do that. That's illegal. We have to call the police. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. No, you cannot do that. Illegal. Against the law. No.
He's saying it's illegal. Hey y'all, she grabbing a board to put in my way. They scooting over and putting the board.
And here they came, the heroes in uniform. The first thing they asked wasn't, "Is everything okay?" but "What are you doing?" Filming from a public space was apparently the new form of rebellion. He hadn't said a word, hadn't touched anyone, yet he was already being treated as a problem that needed solving. But trust me, this was only the calm before a much uglier storm.
And here we go. He already putting his gloves on.
Excuse me. What's going on? What you up to?
The banker gave a full lecture in front of the police explaining how he was filming a window where you could see the safe, as if that safe wasn't inside a glass building visible to everyone. And worst of all, he didn't say hello to her. Rudeness is now enough reason to call people in with handcuffs.
Stood in front of the window. We put a sign in front of the window. Every time we put the sign here, he moves over to take more video. No, absolutely not.
She said anything to you?
No. Completely quiet, hasn't said a word. But we can't let him just keep the video of our ball. Like, that's not okay.
You shut that off?
Central 315, go ahead with your traffic.
Parlez français?
So he's holding the camera up to the window,
Yes.
recording the inside.
I have
You
video
can't do
of
that.
him.
Parlez français?
I don't know what he's... And he keeps pointing. He was
No.
like, he was doing
He was just
this,
doing this.
counting. Like,
Who's the guy from the other guy?
Okay.
I have him on video as well.
Yeah, him holding the camera up to the window, recording the inside. He can't do that.
No, absolutely not. He was like, I don't know what he...
The officers ignored constitutional rights and convinced themselves that filming a window wasn't protected by free speech. According to them, privacy now includes anything visible from the street. It sounded like a bad attempt to justify detaining someone. Or maybe they just didn't understand the differences between law and a bruised ego. And yes, things were about to get dumber.
He was counting, like he was like doing this, counting. And then he walked over here and his license plate.
Okay.
He's just doing that. I
Okay. We need to communicate with him. He needs to leave. He needs to stop doing that. He needs to leave.
Crazy.
Parlez français?
And I don't know that the bank is going to let him do that video. Just let him know that's going to be he's got
You need to speak. You need to talk. Parlez-vous
Speak.
français? English?
Parlez-vous français?
What do you speak? I know you're on the sidewalk, but you can't record the inside of a building. That's an invasion of privacy. You can't do that. Even from the sidewalk, you can't do that. Yeah.
Yep.
You think somebody can walk up to your house and hold the camera into the window and start recording inside your house? No, you can't do that. Now, are you going to speak with us? Yeah, I don't care about the sidewalk. Are you going to talk to us? I don't care. Yeah, get the badge number.
They now played the silence equals guilt game. Since the man wasn't speaking, that meant he was hiding something. His attempt to use his right to remain silent was twisted into a reason for arrest. Not cooperating? You're under arrest. Sounds like a system where rights only apply if you obey. Otherwise, out come the cuffs. One officer acted like a child denied a toy, angry just because the man wouldn't respond.
Are you going to leave? Are you going to leave? No, because you're recording the inside. You're not going to communicate with us? Do you have an ID with you? Do you have an ID with you? Pat him down for an ID if he's not going to cooperate. You are being detained. No, no, no. You are being detained. Do you have an ID with you? Pat him down for an ID if he's not going to cooperate. You are being detained. No, no, no. You are being detained. You are being detained. No, no, no. You are being detained.
First 2,000 a minute for unlawful.
I don't care. I don't care.
Then came the usual line. You can't film the building because you don't have the constitutional right to do so. Wrong, of course, but who needs to learn the law when you can just play sheriff? The way they equated filming a window with trespassing was dangerously funny, or maybe funnily dangerous. So don't cool off just yet. Some of their next lines might make you laugh out loud.
Care. You want to play these games, not listen? Check for his ID.
Oh, that one's not done. Fix that one. Turn your wrist, man. There we go. Phone. Feels like there's a wallet or something over here.
Okay. Get his wallet so we can ID him.
Just get these double locks real quick.
Copy 1 to 10.
What do you not understand about you cannot hold a camera up to a window to record the inside of a building? That is not constitutionally protected.
He trespassed my eyes. I'm on the sidewalk.
That's not constitutionally protected. You think somebody can record through your window inside your house? Whatever. Whatever.
The citizen tried to explain that he didn't have to speak. The officer replied, "You're just someone who wants to provoke." Because apparently, if you don't talk to them, you're instantly a manipulator and a threat. Can you believe these officers arrested a man just because their egos got bruised? Yes, we all can believe it, right?
The sidewalk.
Whatever, no you can't. Okay. That's invasion of privacy.
What's your name?
There's no expectation of privacy in public. I'm on the sidewalk.
You're holding the camera, recording it. I'm not even going to argue with you because you don't want to listen. No.
You're not listening. Listen,
no, I'm not going to because you don't want to.
You came out on level 2. You never even de-escalated.
Because you played stupid games. I can't understand what you're saying. We tried.
I don't have to talk. I can invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Did
I
you
don't
get
have
his
to
ID?
talk.
There's no ID. It's just a
I hope you find the ID. You're going to realize you messed up.
Okay. No, we didn't mess up
You
anything.
did. You did.
Is there a name on that?
I don't know if I got it.
Oh boy, you are in trouble.
Like I haven't heard that before in my career.
Okay. Like you say, handle in court.
Like I haven't seen people like you play these games before.
Games?
Yes,
so the Constitution
games.
is a game to you?
No, you playing games, trying to provoke. You trying to provoke a response.
The discussion turned into a philosophical duel. At this point, the officers sounded more like offended YouTubers than keepers of the peace. Their job? To protect public space, unless it's used by someone they personally dislike. Then it magically becomes a crime. And let's be real, their anger mostly came from not knowing the actual law.
Nobody.
Doesn't matter, you're trying to provoke a response.
I didn't even speak to nobody. I knew you would say that. I knew you would say that.
That's
why I
what
want to talk.
you did. This is State versus Angel Moses. Wait, hang on.
Go ahead.
You better be in the same trouble. They did the same thing. Okay. You say handle in court, those dismissal papers. Somebody doing the same thing.
Like I haven't heard that before in my career.
Like you say, handle in court.
Like I haven't seen people like you play these games before.
Games?
Yeah.
So the Constitution is a game to you?
No, you playing games, trying to provoke. Trying to provoke a response.
I didn't speak to nobody.
Doesn't matter. You're trying to provoke a response.
I didn't speak to nobody. I knew you would say that. I knew you would say that.
That's exactly what you did. This is State versus Angel Moses. Like, hang on.
Go ahead.
You better be in the same trouble. They did the same thing.
Okay.
You say handle in court, those dismissal papers. Somebody doing the same thing.
Same thing for traffic violation?
Oh, buddy, you in trouble.
Same
Flip it
thing
over.
for a traffic violation?
Flip the other one over.
Blank page.
Dumbass.
Okay, what do we got here?
Dismissal papers.
No contact order.
Same thing.
No contact order.
Man, boy, y'all.
No contact order isn't dismissal papers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's far from it, actually.
I'm telling you.
It's
I don't care.
Okay. Moses, Angel Moses.
All the officers had to do when they got the call from the woman at the bank was tell her that no matter how uncomfortable something feels, they can't act unless a law is broken. Simple, but of course, they had to use that moment to boost their egos, show up, puff their chests, and hope for action. Little did they know, they were just setting themselves up for the shock of their life in court when this man sues them.
So y'all don't care about the law or the Constitution? I don't have to speak.
Oh, we do.
It's your Fifth Amendment
No,
right.
you don't have to speak.
It's your
That's
Fifth
right.
Amendment right.
But you're intentionally trying to provoke
No, I'm
people by
not.
playing
I
games,
didn't even
walking to
speak.
banks, recording into
I didn't even
videos.
speak. Why are you
yelling? Trying to provoke.
And you a
I'm
sergeant?
talking loud,
But
talking
listen,
to
sir, and
you.
you a sergeant.
Because I can't talk to you.
You came on level
because you
10.
just talk over, talk over,
okay.
talk
It's okay,
over,
sir.
talk over. Keep talking over.
I never
talk
talked over
over. You right now, talk over. So if you check out of Iowa for a black people, always out is Angel Moses, Mary Hershey Sanders.
I'm not running or going nowhere. Y'all standing right here. Like,
We'll see what we can locate. We cannot scan out of Iowa.
oh boy. I'm surprised. Officer tell somebody to move from the sidewalk? This is a public
No, I
sidewalk.
didn't tell you to move from the sidewalk.
You just did.
No. See,
Y'all
here we
body
go.
cameras
Here we
on?
go. Once again, you don't want to talk. You don't want us to talk.
You videotape inside of the bank.
You can.
Yes, my video recorder's going.
Now,
You
now
cannot
listen.
Once again, you don't want to listen to us. Once
Let
again,
you talk first. Let you talk first. Go ahead and then let me speak.
okay. When we came up, I don't care. We didn't say anything about the Constitution. We didn't tell you to leave from the sidewalk. We told you.
Things spiraled out of control. Everyone shouting, no one listening. Filming a bank equals violating privacy, they claimed, as if hundreds of people don't pass by those windows every day. At that point, the banker and the officer were more focused on protecting their egos than solving any real problem. But really, what else can we expect from these officers at this point?
You couldn't look into the video, into the bank with your camera, record the inside, and you just wanted to pretend like you couldn't understand us and you didn't want to communicate with us, so you left us no choice.
No, sir. Okay, can I talk now?
Sure, go ahead.
I do have rights.
You do.
I have a right that I actually don't have to speak with you, sir.
That's correct.
I'm on a public sidewalk. I can point my camera or
you
look
cannot.
wherever I want.
No, you cannot. That's not true.
So if I'm over across the street, I can't point my camera?
Yeah, sure you can. Sure you can. You cannot walk straight up to a window and point the camera
I wasn't
into
right at the window. I was right here. I was almost behind the line. Go ahead, show. Even if I was, this is a sidewalk.
You can't do that. That is invasion of privacy.
There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Bro.
Public.
Bro,
you don't know
you're not listening. Okay, so if this is a house, okay, and this is somebody's window.
Did you notice that when the officers muted their body cams? I mean, why would they do that unless they're trying to cover something up? And yet, that's exactly what happened. But you're not going to believe the lengths these officers were willing to go just to make sure things went their way. When the cameras go silent, the truth usually screams.
To their bedroom. You think you can walk up?
I can't go on someone's property. I can't go on someone's property. I can't go on someone's property.
He just doesn't want to listen.
I can't go on someone's property.
Yeah, so we walk up and he got the camera and like, hey man, what are you doing? And he doesn't say a word. He won't say a word to us. And we're like, hey man, you can't be doing this. You can't point the camera inside the bank. And he just not saying a word, just keeps pointing at the sidewalk. And so he wouldn't say,
you don't know
you're not listening. Okay, so if this is a house, okay, and this is somebody's window to their bedroom, you think you can walk up?
I can't go on someone's property.
There you go. You don't
I can't go on someone's property. I can't go on someone's property. I can't go on someone's property.
Everyone kept repeating the same mantra. You don't want to cooperate, so you forced us to detain you. Funny how they always blame citizens when they're the ones breaking the law. In this situation, legality didn't matter. What mattered was whether the officers felt respected. Professionalism here was measured by how quickly you obeyed. And just wait, because their sense of entitlement was about to hit new heights.
Hey, I thought you officers would be smarter on the public sidewalk, you know? Okay. There's no, you can't turn a constitutional protected activity into a crime. All of you officers on the same page? You can't turn a all right, y'all. Let's go.
Put him in the car for now. He just doesn't want to listen.
I have video of pointing the camera inside and counting and all kinds of
Go ahead.
things.
Yeah, so we walk up and he's got the camera and like, hey man, what are you doing? And he doesn't say a word. He won't say a word to us.
He still hadn't given his name, so he warned them he'd sue. Their response? Pure high school energy. Yeah, I've heard that 100 times. But wait, isn't that the problem? It's not exactly a good sign when people keep threatening to sue the police. Doesn't that suggest they're doing something seriously wrong? When lawsuits become background noise, maybe it's time to rethink the whole system. ACAB is starting to make a lot of sense.
And we're like, hey man, you can't be doing this. You can't point the camera inside the bank. And he's just not saying a word, just keeps pointing at the sidewalk. And so he wouldn't say anything, so we go to grab him to get his ID. And
I'm not locating that individual in Iowa and not showing any contact in IPI.
Copy.
I have enough fingerprint.
Is he going to provide his ID? Because if not, we're going to fingerprint him to find out who he is.
Mike, ask him for his name.
Ask him for his identifying information. If not, we're going to fingerprint him to find out who he is.
Peace disturbance or?
Yeah, at least a peace disturbance.
We asked him to stop. Two managers. I'm the bank manager. My CSM asked him to stop. He was pointing at it, he was counting. He acted like he didn't know how to speak to us. We both attempted to tell him to stop.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's your name and date of birth? Or we could take you down to the station and fingerprint you.
I mean, if you want to violate my rights, I want to invoke my Fifth Amendment right because y'all actually violate my rights.
Okay. Hey, Bill. He's invoking his Fifth Amendment right.
Hey, do you have an ID on you real quick? And do you want pursuit charge?
They were still trying to get his identity, even asking if anyone wanted to press charges. No one really knew what his crime was, but hey, let's hold him until we figure it out. That's America for you. Arrest first, invent charges later. And if you refuse to speak, well, that's suspicious enough. When silence becomes probable cause, freedom is just a slogan.
Is there a trooper with their quick scan that we can get here?
Tweet go ahead.
He was intentionally trying to provoke a response from us.
Well, if he was at Bank of West doing the same shit, what's he up to?
Yeah. Trying to provoke a response from us. Just to fuck around.
Of course, if you thought this whole mess would end with just arresting a man who broke no law, you're wrong. Now it was time for round 2 of muting the body cameras and syncing their stories again. Because as bad as these officers were, they weren't stupid. They knew they couldn't just arrest someone without making the paperwork match the fiction.
Later. So there's a...
Easily point order. Easily. Because he was at Bank of West doing the same fucking shit.
County Central Dispatch, how can I help you?
Hi, yes, I'm not sure who to ask for. This is not an emergency, correct?
Out in the field, the officers still wouldn't back down. The man told them they nearly broke his wrist while handcuffing him. And the reason for all this? The supposed threat of filming from public property. Instead of checking the law, they handed out trespass warnings like candy. And IDs? Not necessary, because when you've got a badge, you must be above the law, right?
Intoxicated? He's going to be an ATM.
Pulled in over there. I was like, you got no plates in your fucking car. I went down the wrong fucking way. I was like, take the fucking car home. I'm gonna fucking get dick.
Let me check on these guys.
You don't have to ID nobody to say don't go on that property. Hey, my hat is right here, sir. Yeah, because you damn near try to break my wrist, bro, putting cuffs on me.
They have trespass warning.
A trespass warning. You don't have to ID nobody for that.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't. Boy. That's what we do. You got to operate by law, though. Law enforcement. Law enforcement. It's okay.
I'm just going to have your stand.
Trust me, I'm not running for nobody. I'm pro-police. Wait till y'all. I can't run.
I just need your right hand, okay?
Well, I'm going to give you that, man. You damn trying to break my damn wrist.
Gotcha. Are you willing if they...
A cop in the background casually said they'd let him go if he's not wanted. So arrest first, then figure out if it was legal. But once they'd fed their egos enough, they didn't really care whether the man had done anything wrong. They decided to let him go, yet even that somehow made them look bad. The damage was already done, especially to their own image.
Take the handcuff off you, or
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, you're willing?
So he was in the back too, taking pictures? So he was on private property. The drive up his private property, he was taking pictures in the back.
Okay. Oh, he's on the sidewalk? Okay.
As long as you're not wanted, we're letting him loose anyway.
They said just let him go, like it was all some harmless little mix-up, instead of a serious violation of rights, as if letting him walk somehow erased everything with a magic wand. But this time, they're gonna learn the hard way that it doesn't work like that. Everyone has to face the consequences for their mistakes, even those with a badge.
Who is that? Definitely.
You plug that in? Yeah, you plug that in. I gotta have power running to it. I mean, shit, it just came on.
What? Who are you?
I don't even know. Gotcha. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I know. I have no.
Central.
At this point, no one even knew what was going on anymore. The officers wandered around, talking about chargers, cables, and electricity, while a man sat in handcuffs for filming. Apparently, the bigger issue had become whether their gear was working, not the fact that they had just arrested an innocent person.
Yeah, so hey man, you're willing to identify yourself?
244 is going to be near the intersection of Illinois and Pfeiffer, reference MBA non-injury. Reporting party stated she was struck by an Oaksbus driver. She's not injured at this time. Reporting party is going to be in a tan-colored Toyota Corolla.
Central, I'm out at the bank. We'll break somebody away to respond to that.
Hey, no.
Oh.
Get him.
You're gonna
Silence his call, so get him. Silence his call, so we'll go.
You'll go? Okay.
You don't have to ID nobody to say don't go on that property. Hey, my hat is right here, sir.
Yeah, because
you damn near try to break my wrist, bro. Putting cuffs on me.
you a trespass warning.
A trespass warning. You don't have to ID nobody for that.
Yes, you do.
We do. No, you don't.
One of the officers asked the man to give his hand so they could scan his fingerprint. At this point, it was long past time to decide whether they were releasing him or not. This was manipulation at its finest. They couldn't let go of control, still fishing for a reason to justify their mess. What more did they need to finally be satisfied and let him walk away?
Man, hey, sir.
That's what we do.
That's what we're
gotta
doing.
operate by law zone. Law enforcement. Law enforcement.
It's okay.
I'm just going to have you stand
Trust me,
over
I'm
here.
not running for nobody. I'm pro police. Wait till y'all. I can't
I just need your right hand, okay?
Well, I'm gonna give you that, man. He's trying to break my damn wrist.
Gotcha. Are you willing if they take the handcuff off you?
I'm not.
Gotcha. Are you willing if they take the handcuff off you?
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay. You're willing to give me your fingerprint then to get this knocked out?
No, you gonna take it. Don't make me consent to nothing. I'm not consenting to anything. Now, if you want to take my hand and put it up there, that's on you. I'm not consenting to it, but
we're gonna move your hands to the front, okay? You're not gonna get out of the handcuffs, okay?
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
I'm not.
I'm just
telling
saying.
you, I'm okay. Bro.
I don't want to argue with you.
I'm done. I'm not arguing with nobody.
Yeah.
I don't consent to nothing, but you can take my hand and put it up there on yourself.
We will.
If that's what you want to.
In the end, the officers finally let the man go, something they should have done long ago. But the real question is, should these officers be fired for this kind of behavior? After all, their treatment of a man who simply exercised his constitutional rights was already unacceptable. And yet, it was nothing compared to what another cop did, walking up to a man at a bus stop for no reason at all. A man was sitting on a bus stop bench and officers claimed he was lording over someone else's private property. It's honestly unbelievable that there are police officers willing to invent laws on the spot just to feed their own but egos. Well, someone needs to remind them their job is to follow existing laws, not to make up new ones on the fly.
You want to see my ID because I'm sitting at the bus stop?
And proud.
I'm loitering on whose property?
You're loitering on 611 South Marietta Parkway.
Okay, so he said I'm loitering on their property.
Yep.
They go to bench.
20 seconds to give me your ID.
They go to bus stop.
Stop playing around.
Nah, I just want you to let you know. I'm telling you. Yeah, take my ID, bro. You bothering folks? Y'all niggas ain't got nothing to do. Yeah. Ain't got nothing to do with messing with me, bro. I'm waiting on the bus. That shit comes in an hour, bro. I got work in the morning. And you trying to mess with me, bro? For what? Damn. Huh? They don't come in 3 hours. How you gonna tell me? Do you ride the bus, bro? How? How you know when you don't ride it? I bet you if you stay right here, it comes at 4:30. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Let's bet money on it. Let's bet money on it. All right, then. Be quiet. You don't know what you talk. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
Sit down.
Bro, why am I sitting down now? I'm about to leave. Y'all about to make me leave.
Does the officer really know the bus schedule? Or is he just bored and looking for someone to lecture? Probably the latter. He claimed the bus wouldn't arrive for another 3 hours, and the man even offered to bet on it. But the police weren't there to protect the law. They were there to win an argument. Their logic? You're not sitting the right way. Brilliant.
Look at all these guys, bro.
Sit down.
I can't record you.
Record while you're sitting down.
I can't. I'm not bothering you.
Sit down.
They're mad because I'm sitting at the bus stop.
Sit down.
They're mad because I'm sitting at the bus stop.
How many more times do you want to?
They mad because I'm sitting at the bus stop. Now they forcing me to sit down.
Sit
like I'm a dog.
Down.
Don't talk to me like I'm no dog, bro.
I'm not.
Yes, you is. You tell me to sit down. For what?
I'm asking you to sit down.
Say please.
Sit down.
They mad at me because I'm sitting at the bus stop waiting on the bus. Look at them. They ain't got nothing else to do, bro.
Nope.
They ain't got nothing else to do. They say they gonna take me to jail because they say I'm loitering on these folks' property. That's what you said. That's what you said, bro. Food Depot all the way over there. They go all look, bro. You say I'm on their property. That's what you said.
Yeah, you're on their property. Not that we're gonna take you.
They go to bench right there, y'all. The bench right there by the bus stop. What's your name, bro?
Officer Monroe.
Who?
Monroe.
You gotta speak louder.
No, I already told you my name.
Monroe. Monroe what?
I just told you.
Monroe what?
Monroe.
Monroe, what's your first and last name, fool?
The man calmly explained he wasn't bothering anyone, just waiting for his ride. But the officers demanded he sit like a dog. Rightfully, he refused and asked for a legal reason behind the order. But to them, authority didn't need explanation, only obedience. Clearly, this officer took some serious bullying in high school to now be acting out on civilians like this.
I'm not telling you.
There you go. What's your name, man?
You talking to me, man? You talking to them?
There you go. See, corrupt cops can't even tell their names, bro. What's your name,
You know
bro?
what corrupt means?
Corrupt. What's your name, man? There you go. Corrupt cops. That's all they do, bro. Mess with folks that's sitting at the bus stop waiting on the bus. Yeah, but y'all cowards, bro. I swear y'all cowards,
Stay on
bro.
this side of the bench.
Y'all cowards, bro. For what?
Because we don't want you taking off.
Taking off? Where am I running to?
This is the behavior that people do when they're about to take off running.
This is behavior when people...
They start to get away from us. That's why I was asking you to sit down.
Bro.
But you're not going to sit down, so I'm asking you to stay in front of the bench.
Because y'all bothering me because I'm sitting at the bus stop. You guys came up to me.
Correct.
You seen I was on my phone. I
Correct.
wasn't doing nothing.
That's how this works. We come up and we enforce laws.
What was the law? What is the law? Say it again. Tell me again. I'm loitering.
You're on the property.
Whose property?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay, say this.
If
Don't
you
even
want
worry.
me to speak, you can listen.
Go ahead. Speak for the
If you don't want
camera.
me to speak, then you can just
Speak for the camera, then. Speak for the camera.
Be quiet.
Speak for the camera.
All right.
So
Are you
said,
gonna listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
This camera is listening.
Yeah. So is ours.
Okay.
They ask us to come out here and trespass people who are loitering on their property.
How's this their property when it's the bench for the bus stop?
Okay, that's what you think, but this is the property of...
Whose property?
The man explained that he was sitting on a bench next to the bus stop, not on private property. But the officers insisted the entire area, the bench, the sidewalk, was all private land, even though it was clearly installed for public use. So now, even a public bench isn't safe? What's next? Arresting people for window shopping without buying anything?
It's all owned by the same person. This whole entire parking lot is owned.
My God, the parking lot is over there. This is not the parking lot.
Okay.
This is the bus. This is the bench for the bus stop. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the parking lot is over there.
Right.
I'm nowhere near there. I'm nowhere near there. No, I'm not sitting over there by Food Depot. I'm not sitting there by the Rainbow. I'm not sitting over there by. I'm sitting by the bus stop.
You do our job all the time.
Bro, I don't care, bro. Your job is trash. It's trash because you ain't doing nothing but bothering me, bro.
Okay.
You ain't doing nothing but bothering me. Go fight. Go get the criminals.
Point to one. I'll go get them.
That's your job, not mine.
That's what we're doing.
So I'm a criminal because I said at the bus stop.
No, we're enforcing.
That's what you're saying. You said that's what I'm doing.
What the business wants us to do.
All you had to do, say, "Hey man, you can't sit there. Can you move on?" Boom. I would have been like, "Okay, all right, bet. So listen.
That's not what they asked.
I can't sit here. Boom.
That's not what they asked us. Sorry.
All right, man. Whatever."
The man angrily said the police were just here to mess with him, not to catch real criminals, and honestly, he's absolutely right. If officers could show even a simple amount of this level of persistence when dealing with actual crime, the world would be a much better place. And yes, this officer still hadn't had his fill of useless domination.
You gonna keep following me everywhere I go?
Yeah, we keep moving around.
Bro, I'm not going nowhere. I guess I'm detained.
You're not going anywhere. Sit down.
I guess I'm detained, man.
You're not going nowhere. Sit down.
Bro, I'm not a
You're
dog.
not going nowhere. Sit down.
I'm not a dog, bro. I'm not a dog.
I'm not asking you as a dog. I'm just asking you to sit down politely. I haven't asked you rudely. I've been nice to you.
No, you haven't.
What did I say that was rude?
First of all, you came up. Why are so many cops for me for sitting at the bus stop?
Because you're acting like this.
No. Is the reason I'm acting like this is because.
Oh, I've been chill with you. I haven't done anything to you.
Bro, because you.
Hey,
first of all, you.
I haven't done anything to you. Nothing to you. At all.
Then let me go about my way.
I didn't ask you to leave.
Then let me go about my way then.
You're just being rude to me.
I'm not being rude to you. Listen, you came up to me. Do you understand that? Why would if I came up to you, just start asking you questions, what would you do?
I wouldn't be a shithead to you. That's fucked up.
No, I'm not being a shithead. What I'm being is honest and telling you you're and I know you're
anything to you.
Yeah, with me, man. That's what it is, bro. With me, because I'm sitting at the bus stop. Y'all see that? Gave him my ID. We just gonna see what's going on, man.
All the man wanted was to be left alone to sit or at least get a reasonable explanation from them. But no, that's not enough. There had to be punishment. And not just a verbal warning, he was slapped with a trespass order banning him from 3 different addresses for 5 years. Why? Because he was waiting for a bus. If this isn't abuse of authority, then what the hell is?
Hey, I ain't got no warrants, no nothing. So I don't know why he taking forever for my ID. All you had to do was tell me going about my business, bro. You can't sit here. You're not listening, bro. You're not listening.
Get your ID back?
All
Here's your criminal trespass warning for the property of 611, 621, and 681 South Merida Parkway.
In the end, the man stated that he had been clear from the start. This was all the result of an idle and corrupt police force. They took his time, his dignity, and even his right to sit in a public space. They found nothing against him, so they hit him with a ban just to keep control. Yes, in the land of the free, sitting can cost you 5 years of freedom. You think this was bad? You haven't seen anything yet. Just wait. When it feels like the bottom's been reached, another video comes along and proves there's always a new low. So if you want to see how far some officers are willing to go when no one's watching, don't miss what's coming in our next video.